start, we need to make a distinction between adding additional insureds and the named insured. If this is your policy, then you are the named insured. Being the named insured on a policy confers certain rights and obligations. For instance, you have the right to modify aspects of the policy, like the limits, coverages, or mailing address. It's also your responsibility as the named insured to provide the insurance company with accurate information about the risk they're taking on and to pay the premiums. Normally, only a named insured is covered under an insurance policy. If someone else suffers a loss, they cannot claim that loss through your policy. An additional insured then is someone or something that is also or additionally covered by your insurance policy. It extends your coverage to these additional insureds for losses that they sustain, but only insofar as those losses relate to your activities. Additional insureds do not have the same rights and responsibilities as a named insured. They can't alter the terms of the contract, and they're not responsible for providing underwriting information or paying premiums. Importantly, they also cannot make a claim directly to the insurance company through your policy. You still need to submit the claim on their behalf. Otherwise, they are afforded all the same coverages under your policy as you are. Let's look at a few examples to see how this works in practice. Say you rent out a venue for your wedding and your guests damage the venue. Maybe they accidentally break a beautiful stained glass window. You don't own the property, so it's not property that you could have covered through your own insurance. You don't have what's called an insurable interest in the window. The loss is sustained by the venue and would have to be covered under the venue owner's insurance. Now, you could offer to pay for the damages out of the goodness of your heart, but what if the repairs cost hundreds of thousands? Are you really going to feel that charitable? And why should the venue take the risk of relying on your goodwill? If you're not willing to pay for the damages, the venue owners could try to sue you or your guest to recover their losses, but that could be costly and the outcome might still be uncertain. A much more simple and straightforward solution is for the venue to ask for a certificate of insurance that will protect their property from damages that you and your guests may cause. In that case, if your guests accidentally break a window, all you would need to do is make a claim on your policy and have the insurance company pay the venue directly for the replacement of the window, because now the venue would additionally be insured under your policy. Now, often when you're asked for a certificate of insurance, the main concern is coverage for legal liability, not property damage. The certificate holder will ask that you carry a certain limit of commercial general liability in case they get drawn into a lawsuit as a result of your actions. Let's take a look at another example. Say you're a photographer and you go into a provincial park to photograph wildlife. While you're there, you leave your camera bag somewhere inconspicuous and an uninsured tourist trips over your bag. They have to be helicoptered out of the park and they rack up some serious medical bills as a result of their injuries. Because they didn't have insurance, they may try to sue you to cover their medical expenses, claiming that you caused their injuries by leaving your camera bag in an unsafe spot. If this happens, they will also name the provincial park in the lawsuit because the Parks Board gave you permission to be there in the first place. By granting a permit to conduct your business in their park, the provincial park is implicitly taking on at least partial responsibility for your actions while you're there. In order to protect themselves and their interests, the park may ask to be added as an additional insured to your policy. So if your actions result in their being named in a lawsuit, it's your policy that will pay for their legal defense and any damages the courts may award against them. Note, if the park is on provincial crown land, it is technically owned by Her Majesty the Queen. The location owner will be named in the lawsuit, which is why Her Majesty needs to be added as the additional insured to your policy. I hope this video has been helpful and that you now have a clearer understanding of what adding an additional insured is and how to add additional insureds to your policy. For more information on issuing certificates, please refer to the instructions you receive in your insurance package, or you can follow the link in the description to download a copy of our instructions for issuing blank certificates.